Welcome back to the second clip. If you didn't watch the first clip, you're probably wondering who these shady looking characters in shades are and what exactly are they doing to the visitors of Changi Airport. Well, the DCP are here for the Singapore Arts Festival 2009 and they'll be hitting the streets soon to do precisely what they're doing here, entertaining ordinary folks with their interactive performances. Having performed in Tokyo and Toronto and everywhere else in between, David Cassel told me that how people on the streets react to the performance often indicates how cohesive the community is. The audience interact with you, the DCP, often indicates the cohesiveness of the society.
Of the communities, yeah. That we find that in some communities, we were in Germany, for example, and we found that when we do the following routines, that it is the tendency of the local people to kind of take charge. That if we follow them, they'll stop, and then they'll recognize that we are following them, and so they start creating the show, and they become the lead character. And so we find that
you're bossy.
Well, not bossy, but confident. And this confidence comes from, in my opinion, it comes from a strong sense of community and endorsement, that people enjoy this kind of opportunity to sort of be in the public eye even for a moment, you know. So they're a little bit more outgoing. And yeah, that is very important to us.
And what have you observed about Asian cultures when you performed?
They're always a joy for me. We did this show in Japan numerous times, and they always have a great time. And again, we end up with a real wide diversity of people. There's everybody who will take charge to people who just want to run away, you know. So I'm hoping to go.
What does that indicate about the society?
When it's that diverse. That it is just that it's a diverse society. And, you know, I mean, the larger countries like Germany, France, in these cultures, there is already quite a long history of outdoor performance. And so they're kind of at a point now where they want to see something else. And this is kind of why this show exists, is that we're going, okay, well, it used to be that we'd watch just circus, or we'd watch just dance, or we'd watch just juggling. But now if there's some way that we can bring all these things together and give it a narrative or a story, then we're moving the form up one level.
You said you performed in Singapore before?
1998.
And what is your impression of our audiences?
Oh, I did a show there called Space Commander. I play a superhero crime fighter, and I fly. So in order for me to finish the show, I have to have 10 people come out of the public. And it's always a challenge. Sometimes it depends on the time of day. When I was here in Singapore, I did the show midday. Impossible. Heat. Situation, and this is the thing about being a street performer, is that I do know that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with a 33-degree heat, the last thing anybody wants is for me to come up and start touching them, or or for them to start moving quickly. So we have to think about these things in the heat. In the evening, things change again. So for my last experience here, Singapore was like that. At daytime, a little sleepy. Nighttime, we sort of kicked on a bit more.
Don't go anywhere as we meet the 5th member of the DCP, a young Singaporean student.